Why, hello there. I have not done a favorites video in forever. I know I feel like I say that every time I make one, but this is going to be my April favorites video. So if you guys want to see what my favorite things involving makeup, skincare, everything like that were for the month of April, keep watching. So starting off, one of my favorite things to do when I'm prepping my face lately is by using this Beauty by Earth facial toner, and it's made with witch hazel and rose petal water. I mentioned this in my Beauty by Earth kind of haul video that I made a while back, so I'll link that if you guys want to check it out in the description box. But I find when I really want to have my face kind of glowy and dewy and really moisturized, because I do have more dry skin, then I really enjoy using this, kind of spritting it on before I start to do my makeup, just to let it kind of soak into my skin, and then I start doing my eyeshadow and everything else. Another thing I've been enjoying in kind of the same vein of skincare is this OCC Lip Tar Primer. Now I know their typical use for this is to use it before you use any of their lip tar primers, but I use this almost every single day as just kind of a moisturizer and just to make sure that my lips are prepared for any liquid lipstick or anything more drying. So I'd highly recommend getting a tube or two of this because this is amazing. I love it. In terms of removing makeup, some of my favorite products have been this LASPLASH Vanishing Potion. This is amazing for liquid lipstick, and I love that it's so small that I can carry it inside my purse. Because whenever I go out, sometimes I want to take off my liquid lipstick if I'm going out to eat somewhere and I know it's going to come off really easily. It's like an oil and it smells like roses, which is delicious, but a few drops of this and you spread it on your liquid lipstick and it comes right off. It's awesome. For when I take off my makeup at home, the other thing that I use to take off liquid lipstick is this AVON Moisture Effective Eye Makeup Remover Lotion. Now this is awesome if you have really sensitive skin, because it has no fragrances in it, no dyes, and it's a very gentle lotion-like moisturizing makeup remover. So to use this, I put this on a damp cotton pad or cotton round, and then I just kind of wipe off my eye makeup, and I do the same for my liquid lipstick as well. This has taken off even the most stubborn liquid lipstick, so I highly recommend this, and it's not that expensive either. And it's from AVON. I think I mentioned these in my last favorites video, but I love the brand LUSH Cosmetics. Their skin cleansers and their face masks are some of my favorite things to do in terms of skincare, and one of my favorite facial cleansers by them is called Ultrabland. I've been using this for the last year and a half, and I've had to go through 2 or 3 of these. It's such a great facial cleanser because it's gentle, but at the same time it is very moisturizing. The only thing is that this is very waxy, and because it does have a lot of beeswax in it, it kind of leaves a residue on your face. The way I like to use this is I put it on my face in the shower, I kind of just let it sit for a while, and then I take a damp face cloth and take that off, because otherwise it's hard to get off that waxy residue on your face. But it does a really great job at removing makeup and just making your skin feel really fresh. Now this is something, if you follow me on my Instagram or Snapchat, you'll see me use this often in the mornings. This is the Cup of Coffee Face and Body Mask. I love this stuff, especially because I can't really drink coffee. It gives me heartburn and it makes me very anxious. So this kind of helps me wake up in the morning without drinking coffee. I just put it on my face. So I usually wake up, spread it on my face. It's like a brown coffee. It looks like coffee grinds. And it looks like mud. Oh, it smells so good. It smells like coffee and a little bit of chocolate. And I just spread this on my face and then I let it sit, usually while I eat breakfast, so maybe half an hour, 20 minutes. It depends on what you want, really. And then I just rinse it off as usual, and the great thing about this is that it has, what is it? It's fresh ground coffee, kaolin, and agave syrup, and the fresh ground coffee acts as an amazing exfoliator. My skin always looks so bright and clean afterwards. I haven't found anything that compares to it so far, so those are my favorite things from LUSH right now. Some of my favorite brushes lately have been from OCC. I was fortunate enough to go visit them in New York City not too long ago, and they were so kind enough to give me their entire brush line, and I have been using them like crazy, and I love everything. I love the face brushes, I love the eye blending brushes. Everything has been flawless so far. The only thing I don't like about them is that they don't have any names or numbers on the brushes themselves. So if I wanted to tell you which particular brush I was using, all I could do is just show you and hope that you could see the shape and size of it, because there's nothing on the handle to indicate which brush is which. That's my only con for these brushes. But they're very soft, they're very easy to use, they blend beautifully, and I have no complaints about them. Another thing by OCC that I've been loving lately is their lip tars, because I have been enjoying having more of a glossy finish lately rather than just matte, because I love my liquid to matte liquid lipsticks. But I've been using these, another one of my favorites, spoiler, Kat Von D Everlasting Lip Liners lately, and these are so beautiful, but sometimes I feel like they look a little too matte, so to add some shimmer or shine, I use the OCC Lip Tars. And the thing about these that I love is that you don't need a lot of product in order to get full coverage on your lips, especially if you already have a lip liner on. So I just take a little bit of this. This is in the shade Stalker, which is what I'm wearing today. and it just adds that beautiful little bit of shine and sheen without being really sticky like a lip gloss would. And so far when I've worn these on top of my lip liners, they don't feather out, they don't bleed, because some other glosses that I've tried, one particularly was from NYX, I think, one of their butter glosses, I found that using that kind of made the lip liners bleed out into my skin, which was not pretty. And the other thing I love about the OCC lip tars is that they come in more conventional shades like this red and nudes and pinks, but they also come in shades like this, which are really out of the box and awesome. They do have a black one as well, which I actually haven't tried yet. I just got this. It's called Tard. And then I also just got this color called Cha Cha, which is this gorgeous kind of creamsicle orange. So I'm really excited to try out these new colors because I love the formula. Now, as I was just saying, these Kat Von D Everlasting lip liners are so amazing. I was kind of skeptical when I first heard about all the things that they were saying that they did, like they were creamy, they were long-lasting, kiss-proof, touch-proof, all this great sounding stuff. So I was a little skeptical, but now that I've worn these several times, I have to say everything that they've claimed about them is true. They are kiss-proof, they are touch-proof, and they are really, really creamy when you first put them on, but they do dry down, so if you don't blend them, I wouldn't say right away, they do give you a little wiggle time to work with them, but after a while they do dry down to a really nice matte finish and they do not come off, which is fantastic. And I love the shade range. They come in every color of the rainbow, which is fantastic. So if you can get your hands on these, I highly recommend them. Now, I don't remember if I mentioned this in my last favorites video or not, but this highlighter by Baby Bat Beauty is called Starlight, and as you can see, or maybe not, it's too bright. As you can see here, I've hit pan on it. It's the only highlighter I have that I've hit pan on because I use it so often. It's a beautiful kind of white, silvery, shimmery color, and I love it because, I don't know if you can see, I'm wearing it today. It never shows up properly on camera because I'm too pale. It's not chunky and glittery at all. It's a very shimmery, natural as you can get with it being so white and silvery. The other thing that I love about it is that it's kind of buildable as well. You can have a really subtle, soft sheen, and then you can build it up to be really super blinding. So it's very versatile, and I really love it. It's a great highlighter, and I use it all the time. I have been trying to love this Duo eyelash adhesive for a long time, but it's fine. It's not my favorite. A lot of the times it just doesn't do the job for me. So I went out on a limb and I purchased some of the House of Lash's eyelash adhesive, and I never want to use anything else ever again. I got a little sample size of each color. I can't find my black one. It's disappeared, which I'm very sad about, but at least I still have this one. This is the clear eyelash adhesive. Oh my goodness, it's way too bright in here. Other eyelash adhesives that I've used in the past have irritated my eyes. It's made it hard for me to wear eyelashes, but these have never irritated my eyes. I've never had a tearing up problem when I wear this, and it's latex free as well, which is awesome. So I highly recommend trying at least a little one of these from the House of Lash's eyelash adhesive if you haven't tried them yet, because they're amazing. I've been trying to branch out and wear more glitter lately, so one thing that's made it super important for me to be able to wear glitter is a great base or great glitter adhesive. And my favorite one that I've found so far, I've tried a couple of different ones, but this is the best that I've found that works for me. It's the Clearly Liquid Glitter Base, and I've had this for probably a year and a half now, and I've barely used any of it because you don't need a lot of it to put the glitter on your eye or use it as eyeliner or lipstick or whatever you want to do. And what I usually do for this is I pour a little bit of it into the cap, and then I dip a little brush, usually something like this. It's really small and flat, and then I usually kind of carve out a cut crease, if you will, with glitter, and it looks awesome and I love it. And I haven't had any issues with the glitter coming off, cracking, flaking. You know, sometimes you put on glitter glue and you'll find a whole bunch of the glitter under your eyes an hour later. That hasn't been the case with this one. I've really enjoyed how it just makes everything stick on my eye and it won't come off. And then speaking of glitter, I have a couple of favorite glitters. My favorite brands of glitter so far have been the LASPLASH glitters. They come in little ballies like this. This is one of my favorites. This one is called Fuzzy Flamingo. It's a beautiful pink glitter with green reflect. So gorgeous on the eyes. And then I have 3 from OCC, Obsessive Compulsive Cosmetics. Oh, upside down. Now this glitter just came back in stock, I believe. This is called Scarab, and it's a gorgeous green, orange, brown, everything. It's like a dragon scale. It's so beautiful. And then I have this one as well. This is called Aqua. It's a beautiful bright blue color. And then this is their darker blue called Navy. I love using these two together for glitter eyeliner. They look so gorgeous together. And they've never caused my eyes any issue, which has been great. I've really been enjoying this NYX matte finish long-lasting setting spray. I use this on my face as well. I don't always use my Scandinavia, which is another one of my favorites, but I've been using this in a different way lately, not just as a setting spray. So I have these Diamond Dust pigments from LASPLASH Cosmetics, and they come in a bunch of different beautiful colors. There's metallics, there's bright colors, there's mattes, there's shimmers. And one thing that I find is that these going on by themselves, if you use a good eye primer, they will work for you. But for me, the easiest and best way to apply these is by using this setting spray. So what I do is I usually take a kind of flat packing brush of any kind, doesn't matter what kind of brush it is, and I spray it with the matte finish, and then I dip it into whatever color, shadow that I want to use on my eyes. And I find that this not only helps it stick better to my eye, but it also intensifies the color a lot. So I'm sure you could do that with any setting spray, but this is the one that's worked best for me. So I just do that, and I keep continuing that same process, spraying the brush to make it wet, dipping it into the shadow, putting it on my eyes. And I find that if you pat it on your eyes instead of swiping it, it helps keep the color and it looks a lot better. So that's one of my favorite ways to wear those loose eyeshadows. And you don't have to do that with just the LASPLASH ones. I'm sure you can use that with any loose eyeshadow or pigment as well. And last but certainly not least, this amazing choker from the shop. I believe it's called Shop Raspberry. I'll leave it down in the description box, but it is an amazing choker. It's so gorgeous. They're all handmade by one person, and I just love how ridiculous and gaudy it is. I think this is the biggest, chunkiest necklace that I've ever worn in my entire life, so I'm kind of curious. I haven't worn it out in public yet. I'm curious to see what people will have to say when I wear this. So that is it for my favorites for the month of April. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye! Moisturizing, and blah, 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 blah. And it's such a great facial. I love it. And the thing that I also love about it, I apologize, my camera is not focusing on it, but it says House of Glasses. I use this on my face often to be exclusively for LASPLASH, by the way. Oh my goodness, I'm talking too fast.